I suppose the new chant is going to be Tonali, Tonali, Tonali. Maybe, I don't know. Tonali. Well, buonasera everybody and benvenuto a Geordieland 1892 or Geordieland 1892 as we like to say. But it looks like it's a done deal. And I have put on the thumbnail, I know he has signed. He has. That man has signed. Sandro Tonali has signed for Newcastle United. Hasn't officially, they haven't had the press conference yet with the strip and the signature, but it's a done deal. Apparently, according to a friend of mine who works for a sports newspaper here in Rome, just got a phone call and he said, you will be happy to know that it's all going ahead. Obviously, he's still due to do his medical in Romania, but as long as the medical all goes toward, Sandro Tonali is a Newcastle United player. That's the way I've been told it. And, you know, I'm not one of these who say, oh, I've got this mate and I've got this source. I just know this guy and I've known him for quite a long time. And he did just call me to say that it's a done deal. Okay? So, look, if I get egg on my face, I'll kick him in. I'll give him a slap. But whatever. But it is going through the medical this afternoon in Romania, and I'm sure that maybe tonight we might find out something. If not, be over the. I wouldn't think it'll be over the weekend. I think it'll probably be at that point. It would be Monday. But anybody who watched the under-21s game that Sandro Tonali captained on Thursday night. I thought he looked fantastic, and you know, he did get an assist, a fantastic cross which led to the Italian equaliser against France in Romania there, and to be honest, they did get beat 2-1, but there was signs of this kid. I mean, you know, just everything that well, everything everybody's saying about him. I have had the pleasure of watching him. And listen, he's a wonder kid. He's brilliant, and I can't believe that we have managed to sign him. I'm really, it is quite amazing that we are taking great players away from a club like Milan. It really is, and probably that's because they're up to that bloody hollyhocks in debt, and obviously they've got to try and find a way to make the club function. And you think that it must be, that's mental, isn't it, when you think like how well they did in the league, how well they've done in the Champions League, Inter Milan also, you know, getting to the final of the Champions League. But honestly, it seems like they are in some debt. Nasty fly. It's been bothering me all afternoon, that. By the way, here in Rome, it's about, I think it's 36 degrees at the minute, and it's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. And I'm not outside because you can't even breathe. It's just the air quality is a bit poor today. So I've decided to do this inside the house. Absolutely fantastic news. But like I say, what a great game he had last night for Italy under-21s, captain the side. And I'm bowled over by this, and apparently we're not finished there. Apparently we are going back into Serie A, and we are going back to hunt down players. Apparently it's going to be a raid on Italy, and you know, we're going back to AC Milan apparently, and we're going to be going to the black and white part of Italy, which is Juventus. Well, it depends how you look at it. It could be Udine. But there again, Chiesa has been mentioned, and who knows? But I'm not sure about the Hernandez story, because I think that might be a bridge too far. But at the end of the day, Sandro Tonali has basically signed for Newcastle United, and he is going to be a massive acquisition for Newcastle United. And I cannot wait to see this kid in the middle of the park with Bruno and Joe Linton and Joe Willock and whoever. Oh, fantastic. Sorry about the noise of the ambulance. I live near a hospital and it's just all day. Anyway, listen. Absolutely wonderful news. Not so good for the Milan fans though. Milan fans are absolutely livid about this decision. I can imagine. Absolutely, oh God, they're looking for blood. They just obviously can't believe that Milan have let this lad go. I think they're venting their anger at him as well, because obviously Sandro Tonali is a self-confessed AC Milan fan from being a child, from being a kid. A little bit about him. He was born in Lodi in Lombardia in Italy. I've been there, lovely town, lovely. And he did play for Piacenza. He started his craft there at Piacenza. This fly, I mean it's... I'll wait till the camera's off in case there's any buddhists watching. Anyway, he did start at Piacenza and obviously moved on to Brescia, and eventually he got his chance to play for the Rossoneri, and you know, obviously his childhood dream was born. But he's obviously thought of himself, look, I've done this, and obviously the offer's too good, and he obviously wants to do something different. I think he wants to go and do something new. I think they've sold the project that we have. What's going on at Newcastle? I think Newcastle have turned quite a few heads around Europe and around the world lately, with the season we've had, the way we've bounced back from, you know, down in the doldrums and relegation. And, you know, who wouldn't want to play for Newcastle United? Now, sod them pundits who keep saying, why did you move to Newcastle? It's crap. Well, just because they probably have never been, or if they've been for one night. Look, it's an absolutely wonderful place to live. Great people, friendly people. It would be much better living in Newcastle for an international superstar than it would in London. You haven't got you're not stuck in a goldfish bowl. At least you can walk about without being mobbed. And it's a great place to live. The actual area all around it is wonderful. All right, the weather's a bit toss at times, but great place, and great city, great people, like I say, and the fans. St James's Park, God, do well at Newcastle United, you know what I mean, you get anywhere Newcastle United, any kind of level, the fans worship a hard-working player. Legends, you know what I mean, they become legends. And look, what a great place to come and live and work, I suppose if we call it that. But to be honest, it is going to double his wages, and you know, a 6-year contract, he's going to make, with bonuses, around about 10 million quid. So happy days for the lad. But like I say, he's a great player. His skill, his craft, you know, he's a real workhorse. He's an engine, a proper motorhead. And you know what it is, he doesn't go down easy either. He's got like this, it's like a centre of gravity. And really, he's not one of these players that just go down on the floor for fun. He tries to stay up all the time. It's great. If he loses the ball, he's back and he's trying to get that ball back. And he's all over the place. And he really is. He's a workhorse. And I am so happy that we have signed this kid. You know, fair play to Dan Ashworth, to Eddie Howe, you know, even for thinking that this was possible. And you know what it is, we've come in with a bid, and obviously Milan need the money, and hey, they've done it. They've done it. But there's obviously going to be more news, probably not as quick, but in some days. And listen, all I've got to say, Geordieland 1892, benvenuto a Sandro at Newcastle United. And I suppose the new chant is going to be Tonali, Tonali, Tonali. Maybe, I don't know. Tonali? Tonali? I don't know, I might catch on. Listen, all the best from Geordieland 1892. Remember, please subscribe if you haven't, and give us a like. Click that thumbs up, it helps the channel massively. And from me, Geordieland 1892 or Geordieland 1982, I'll see you soon. All right, arrivederci, ciao.